Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about this topic. Is your nervous system shot or broken? So we'll get to that in a minute. Let you listen to the birds. The sky is blue today. The hazy clouds are gone. Although we may get some rain later that will hopefully not mess up my brother's party, the 4th of July barbecue. Relax your body. Allow yourself to breathe naturally. Get present. Listen to the birds. Love it. All right. So, is your nervous system shot or broken? My answer is nope. No, it's not. There's a lot of talk about nervous system being deregulated, out of sync, hypervigilant, and all that kind of stuff. Does that make it shot? Does it make it broken? I don't think so. I believe your brain, which controls the entire nervous system and the entire human body, I believe your brain and nervous system is working perfectly, flawlessly. It's just operating on bad data, misinformation, and fear. And as a result, the nervous system is on a higher volume than it might normally if you were feeling safe and you had accurate information. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. So if you feel like you're always buzzing and anxious and fearful and your heart pounding, your system's not broken. It's just amplified. Additional noise, but nothing's really wrong. And when you think about it, if the nervous system can operate at that high level of sensitivity, it's working perfectly, right? Symptoms are as a result of the brain perceiving danger. And so sensitivities, whether it be sound, smells, tastes, stomach, you name it, touch, movement. What we're doing is we're getting normal sensations from the body. They're being amplified in this brain that's just doing its best to be hyper alert to keep us safe. So a normal sensation in the body, amplified by this volume turned up nervous system, is received by the brain, and the brain goes, oh no. Symptom is the result. That's all that's going on. So try not to buy into this common theory out in this mind-body space that your nervous system's busted. You need to fix it. That's just another belief that says you're broken. I don't buy it. I think you're working, sorry, there's a little bug flying around. I think you're working perfectly. Your brain is operating perfectly well. It's just scared and operating on bad information, which is why it's scared, because you've heard things and read things and talked to people, and there's a big belief that if you've got a chronic pain or a chronic symptom, there's something wrong with you. But TMS and perceived danger pain, by definition, means there's not anything wrong with you. You're actually okay already, but your brain doesn't know it yet. And so if your brain doesn't know that yet, it's going to seek to keep you safe. And the best way it can do that is by cranking up the nervous system, which can cause all sorts of interesting body effects, if you will, sensations, symptoms, But I truly believe that your brain and nervous system is working flawlessly, just operating on bad data. And that bad data creates an awful lot of fear. And then our fearful brain creates a whole bunch of negative, fearful thinking and what ifs. And then when we start to believe those what ifs, we're just kind of perpetuating that fear, pain, fear symptom loop. It's really up to us to really take the time to recognize, okay, I'm really not broken. Accurate data, accurate knowledge. That's the antidote to fear. Because when you accurately know that there's nothing truly wrong with you, that's the antidote to fear. And then when you find yourself in fear, you rely on what? The accurate knowledge to dial down the fear. And look, I get it. I know there's got to be 1,000 people out there watching these videos that are going to go, but Dan, it hurts so much. How am I not supposed to be afraid of that? It's temporary. You know that it's just the brain creating it to protect you. It's a false alarm. You know that that's what's going on for you. You know there's a solution, meaning this is temporary, and you know that you're capable of doing this, right? These are the 4 foundational items that I talk about all the time. So even though you may be having some really significant symptoms, pain-wise, distressing-wise, that doesn't necessarily mean you're in danger or are being damaged. You're not. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's hard. But if you keep on going back to the accurate knowledge that you're actually okay, it's easier to teach yourself that you're okay. It's easier to respond calmly as opposed to with panic. I'm not suggesting this process is easy. Yes, pain can be troublesome. It will get our attention. But it doesn't have to mean anything more than a false alarm coming from a scared brain operating on bad data. When you can truly understand that intellectually, and more importantly, take that to a deep knowing, like I just know I'm okay, that's when I see people making big strides ahead in their journey, is when they take it from the intellectual book knowledge. Okay, I've watched the videos, I get it, Dan, I understand it. How come I'm not better yet? Because they still buy into the fear. They still ruminate on the symptoms and what it means about their life. And if I can't get rid of these symptoms, then this is going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen. And oh no, my life is going to be awful. If you still buy into that thought process, if you still buy into those thoughts that are created by a scared brain operating on bad information, it's no wonder that the brain is staying highly alert, highly vigilant, and that the amplification of the nervous system is staying amplified. But we got to go back to square one, folks. By definition, TMS means you're not broken, go live your life. Now, for anybody who says, that's impossible, it hurts too much, I get it. Do what you can within the current limitations, because those limitations will start to fall to the wayside, and you'll start to be able to do more and more. And for the people who say, but I don't have a life, what am I supposed to live? I don't have a partner, I don't have family nearby, I don't have friends, my pain has taken all of that from me. Start to dream. Assuming you didn't have any pain, how would you rebuild your life? How would you start going out and making friends? How would you go out and possibly find a romantic partner? Could you make some trips to family that doesn't live nearby? What type of hobbies and interests can you get into? Right? Start to think about the life you can create once you've done an exceptionally good job of eliminating the symptoms and the pains. But if you're sitting here going, well, Dan, you're telling me to live my life. I don't have a life, so I won't get better. Wrong. You can get better anyway, so that you can build your life. Try not to create artificial barriers between you and feeling better. And the mindset always needs to shift first, because the mind, the subconscious mind, is what is creating the symptoms in the first place. So we have to feel safe mentally, and feeling safe mentally and emotionally will lead to us eventually feeling safe physically. So I teach this stuff every day. Watch the daily videos. There's a way out, folks. This is it. There's a cure. You can get better. People are doing it all the time. So keep working at it. Keep experimenting with this. Make subtle adjustments. Learn from what's working and what's not. If you're not making progress and you've been at this a while, say, what am I doing that's creating more danger? because inevitably you are. And inevitably, it's the rumination and fear and the worry that, oh, I'm not doing this right. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Self-blame, self-judgment, pressure to get better quicker. All of those things create a perception of danger, which keeps the volume of this nervous system cranked up. So that's pretty much what I've got for you today. I hope this all makes sense. Yeah, your nervous system is not broken. It's not shot. Your nervous system and brain, which operates the nervous system, is working flawlessly. Again, just operating on misinformation and fear. So, hope that makes sense. Love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.